Sweet. And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports, courtside at Salesianum High School and Birkenhauer Memorial Gymnasium. 2 more games left on the slate here in the D1 Showcase, and we've got a good one here on the horizon. Eagle Academy making the trip down from the Bronx to take on Dematha Catholic, ranked number 15, in between 15 and 18, depending on what rankings you check here, high school nationally. But Dematha, Eagle Academy, 2 non-Delaware teams meeting here in the D1 Showcase. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, our producer today. And, of course, a great officiating crew so far today in the action, too. But, Pat, this is going to be a fun one. Dematha and Eagle, we have this one circled, and now it's here.
Yeah, it should be a good, Eagle Academy out of the Bronx. Scrappy team, man, as you expect from New York. That's the style of ball that they play. They've got a few players to keep an eye on, including the high flyer, Carrick Dorland. He had a lot of monstrous dunks yesterday in their game against St. Andrews, and they're going to need it going against the length of Dematha. Dematha really, really impressive last night. Really took advantage of Howard. Howard hung with them for about 10 minutes in that game, and then Dematha just took over. Jamal McKnight, the sophomore guard, was tremendous for them. Ace Meeks couldn't get it going from the outside, but he was a disruptor. He was able to get to the rim and make some things happen. And then their dead-eye shooter, Cade Sebastian, he had himself a good game as well. Cole Bowser, I mean, you could go through the whole starting lineup, but Bowser was pretty darn good too, finding a way to make things happen. So this should be an interesting one. Let's see how these two match up.
And we are underway. The tip-off belonging to Dematha Catholic. Jamal McKnight Jr., Ace Meeks, Cole Bowser, Kate Sebastian, and Caton Walden, your starters for Dematha. We'll get you the starters for Eagle Academy here after the turnover, as that one is off the hands of Caden Walton. It'll be Amir Cummings, Carrick Dorland, Denham Trotman, Richard Walker, and Elijah King. So pressure full court here from Dematha, as Cummings was trapped in the backcourt, and then Meeks able to find the steal.
Yeah, this is it. Dematha's going to press you from start to finish. And one thing you'll see is, they really do a good job of moving without the basketball on offense. It's something that they looked really good last night against Howard with.
Yeah, the best teams do, and Dematha is one of them. Off the screen, the 3 is up, around and out for Meeks. Offensive rebound, put back, no good for Bowser. And now the Eagles able to come out of it with the rebound.
Yeah, Meeks, he struggled to find the range last night at St. Elizabeth. Let's see if, he misses his first shot here today over here at Salesianum. Let's see if he can get things going.
Stolen loose ball, trying to get it up ahead. They do. And now it's Meeks one-on-one with Cummings. Back up top to Sebastian. McKnight Jr. Open look for Cade Sebastian, and he's going to hit a lot of them if there's no one around him. His first triple today drops through.
Great ball movement. Good drive right there by McKnight, and then the presence of mind to kick it out to your shooter instead of taking a contested shot. Actually, that was Meeks that did that, I believe.
Our official going down in the backcourt. Hope he's okay. It's going to be a 3 the other way, off the mark for Elijah King, and able to recover. And we're going to have a stoppage here. Make sure he's okay. Took a hard fall down there here on the sideline. We've got some of the best officials around here at the D1 Showcase today, and look at him shaking that off. Gotta love the toughness from our officiating crew.
Yeah, it's never a good thing taking a spill like that. These athletes out here, these guys are flying at a different speed than most.
So again, there was a stoppage, I'm assuming, that had to do with what had happened, but also there was a conversation maybe about something else, but it's just going to be Dematha possession here. And we do have a foul on the board here against Eagles, so maybe that was the stoppage.
That must have been a foul off the ball there, yep.
3-0 Dematha early on in this one.
Missed Bowser on the roll.
Sebastian, catch and shoot from the corner. No good. Rebound battled for, taken by Eagle.
Yeah, that's good box out right there by Dorland. You're going to see Dematha's going to crash the boards hard. Eagle High is going to have to box out and try and limit the possessions.
3 in the corner. It's up short for Elijah King. Rebound to Cole Bowser, who gets fouled in the backcourt by Carrick Dorland. So just a little too aggressive there. And now Dematha to inbound here, 5:49 in the first.
Feeling each other out here, Nick, early in this game.
Well, he talked about Meeks. Here's McKnight Jr., the other guard in the backcourt. And a foul there against Elijah King, who is lobbying his case to the officials, saying he slipped.
McKnight, don't get me wrong, man. This young man, right now, Meeks obviously is a guy that gets a lot of attention. But the sophomore guard, McKnight, really does a good job of controlling the pace, getting his offense set up. He's a true point guard. He's been good for them, at least based off what I saw last night. I was really impressed with him.
Meeks, the handoff from Sebastian. Showing off the handles. Meeks inside, floater drops.
Really nice job. Good strong take, good touch around the rim. He just plays within himself, Nick.
Answering Randolph, the big three if it goes, doesn't. Rebound battled for over on the other side by Dorland. I think we may have a foul against Dematha.
Yeah, they're going to get Caden Walton on the body there, diving in for the ball, his first.
Team's first as well. So Cummings to inbound here for Eagle. Again, it's Randolph, Walker, King, Dorland, and Cummings on the floor for Eagle. They get it to Dorland, right back to Cummings, and the lefty floater's up and through underneath. A nice play drawn up on the inbound.
That was a nice play. Like that. Get it to your high flyer. He just hangs in the air forever, Dorland does. He's able to get it right back in for the layup.
Had a couple highlight plays in yesterday's win. Deep three for Meeks, and he's got it. Nothing but net from Meeks. And Pat, you mentioned it struggled yesterday. Well, odds are he won't struggle twice.
Well, he's coming off football, if I'm not mistaken, is what we heard from the coaching staff. So you got to get yourself adjusted and get your touch back, right? That's the big thing. He's just barely missing these shots. That one is able to go in.
Cummings whips it to Walker. Now it's Dorland who couldn't handle it in the corner, and a turnover. Some subs here for Dematha, as I believe it'll be Sebastian heading to the bench, and incoming in for Dematha will be number 32, Daniel Abbas.
Yeah, the sophomore, he's big, and he knows his role on this team, does a good job down on the post. He dominated on the offensive glass against the undersized Howard. Again, here today, he's got the height advantage, so let's see what he can do.
Meeks again holding a collection of offers. McKnight driving, Sebastian corner three, no good. The long rebound leads quickly to an outlet, at least for a second, but Walker gonna pull it back. Walker trying to get inside, and a reach-in foul for Cade Sebastian.
It's already it says the second team foul. And I think here is St. Francis. And that is a tall gentleman that had to duck to get into the doorway here.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess he's a coach.
Yes.
Not a player.
He literally had to duck to get in the doors. That man is 7 foot tall. I'm telling you right now.
Cummings stepped over the line on the inbound, so a turnover for Eagle. An 8-2 lead here early on for Dematha. 5 for Meeks, 3 for Sebastian. The 2 coming from Amir Cummings for Eagle Academy.
Well, that's good. That was the question. Was Eagle Academy going to be able to keep up from a scoring standpoint? Yesterday against St. Andrews, they played well, but they were down in the 50s or so, while Dematha was able to put up, 77. And you can see they got shooters all over the court, guys that can get to the rim. So can Eagle Academy find a way to up that scoring total against a better defensive team? We'll have to see.
And there's that patented full court pressure here from Dematha. Led by head coach Mike G. Jones, took over in 2022 for Dematha. Cummings going to have to get it past, and they do. King now to Walker. He's going to let one fly, and Richard Walker cans the three right in front of the Dematha bench.
They're going to have to do that. You're going to have to hit those. Like we just said, they're going to have to score. That's one thing they're going to have to do. And how about this? They get the timeout here before the ball was already inbounded. I guess it was a matter of the timing.
And they're going to talk it over as Dematha coaching staff looking for an explanation. And I believe they're just going to get the timeout.
Timeout must have happened prior to the inbound pass, even though it wasn't signaled until after it was inbounded.
I think that's what they're going with anyway,
Yep.
as it stands right here. 3 fouls apiece, 8-5 game, 3:27 to go in the first quarter. So Dematha jumped out to an early lead, and then Eagle able to put a couple field goals in here as of late. A big 3 by Richard Walker cuts this back to a 1-possession game. Want to give a shout out to our guy across the way doing the scorebook and the scoreboard, Mr. Wallace, the father of Jacob Wallace over there for Dematha. Had a chance to talk to him last night and then again today. He's doing a good job helping out with the tournament. And his son, Jacob Wallace, number 2, coming back from football like you mentioned. So it must be a couple of these guys making the trip after football, a very successful football season for Dematha. So
Yeah.
he was talking about his son, Jacob Wallace, also a cornerback, taking a week. He said he's not playing today. They're going to give those guys maybe a week. So maybe Ace Meek's coming right back on the floor, but some of these other guys going to take a week or so to get integrated into it. And, again, a shutdown corner over there at Dematha. Now it's right time for basketball season. Got to love sports.
Oh, that's it. And, you know, I mean, you get that week, and sometimes you need it, especially if you're one of those guys in the trenches, man. Linebackers and defensive backs, you know.
That's right. We didn't get away. I went right into wrestling season.
Yeah, us defensive backs.
And a whistle here.
We need some time, man.
Yeah, it's going to go against Dematha.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean, us guys like this, you know.
That's right. Eased him back into it.
Yeah, he was a heck of a basketball player, too.
Yes, he was, man. I'll tell you what, one of my favorite players in the draft. I had a chance to interview him in Indianapolis for a little while there.
Yeah, you got the combine.
And he is a heck of a player. Glad to see the Eagles land him. And now Sebastian off the steal, going the other way. Hands off, and it's going to be thrown down. Daniel Abbas.
Oh, way to run the floor. Good job of the big fella, Abbas, running the floor. Good find by Sebastian for the easy flush in transition. But that big guys, that's why you run the floor.
Travel on Richard Walker in the backcourt. Just some confusion getting the ball in, and that's due to that pressure from Dematha.
Yep. This is what plagued Howard in the second half against Dematha. The pressure, the turnovers, the quick buckets. And just so you know, this is Jamal McKnight coming in. He had the blood jersey.
I was wondering, they maybe switching jerseys there.
Had to switch the jersey up. Looks like he's still 0. He's still rocking 0, right. So they found it.
We appreciate the help. They laser it back to the big fella Abbas, and a reach-in foul underneath on the shot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Foul, I believe, against Randolph.
Yeah, Abbas, he's told you, man. He comes in, he's a true big man, and Dematha, such good basketball IQ. They recognize this, right? There's the advantage. We have the size advantage against these guys. Let's get some of these post players some touches and draw some fouls, get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Another one on the way for Daniel Abbas. Again, a huge roster here for Dematha Catholic. And Daniel Abbas, a 6'7" sophomore for Dematha. 0 for 2, an empty trip. Last touched on the rebound attempt by Christian Proctor. So ball back to Eagle Academy.
Oh, and this was something that we saw last night from Dematha too. Early in games, struggling to find the range. Two foreign gyms for them. I mean, they've never played up there in Delaware, especially in Wilmington.
Yeah, Eagle, the same thing, making the trip from the Bronx. And of course, you get the more as we have a whistle and a foul here on the drive. You know, those compact gyms, the St. E Center is one of them. I believe that foul against McKnight Jr., his first.
And me playing at St. E's all those years, you get used to that, right?
Yeah.
And then you come here to Sally's and you got this far rim over here where Eagle Academy is shooting at. That's a pretty significant drop back, too. It can throw your depth perception off.
Now Bass threw that shot off with the block.
Perfectly played by you, my friend.
It was an easy setup.
Yep.
And now McKnight Jr. Sebastian steps in on the pump fake to a mid-range jumper off the side of the backboard, but Abbas is there and right back up and in for the big fella. And 4 points early on in the first quarter for him.
Saw him do this last night. And it's more of the same. He's getting good positioning and plays his role well.
Cummings inside the three-point line, but able to knock it down. A nice jump shot. He's got 4.
It's a good answer.
Sebastian pick and roll. And that's going to be, I believe, a foul here against Caden Walton. And if so, number 2 on him.
Nice idea. Sebastian just led him a little too far on that pass, but the idea was there. Get
Now
Bowser
whistle.
and Meeks in.
Some subs again for Dematha, who very active with their bench.
They were last night too. I mean, they went through 10 guys and they were rotating them pretty significantly. And when you got that kind of talent,
That's right, all up and down that roster.
you play them. Let these guys all get out there and get a shot.
I'm with you. And Randolph in and out on the first free throw. Randolph had a nice game in the double figures last night in the win against St. Andrews.
See Stan Waterman over there.
That's right.
Delaware State head coach. And they're taking this game in.
1-2, splitting a pair is Randolph. Abbas lost it.
Good hustle.
And then Eagle able to re-corral it. Amir Cummings. Here's Denham Trotman in for the first time. Trotman calling for the screen. Taylor Knowles also in the game here for Eagle. Dorland to the basket. Maybe got a piece of it, did Abbas. Then McKnight Jr. gets inside and floats it home. 14-8, a minute left here in the opening quarter. Trotman catch and shoot 3, it's strong. Offensive rebound to Dorland and the Eagles.
This is Dorland. He's the guy that they got to try and get going with the athleticism if they can find a way to get him the ball.
Cummings catch and shoot 3 from the corner. That one hung on the rim for a second, falls out. And now Meeks racing up the floor for Dematha. Hand off to McKnight Jr. A little hezzy, gets inside, left hand falls.
Yeah, you're right. Great hesitation right there. Got the defender to slow up just a bit and then use his speed advantage to get to the rim.
Lead right back to 8 now for Dematha. Under 30 and ticking here in the first.
These 2 guards are electric for Dematha.
Cummings almost has it stolen away. Now steps into an open mid-range jumper and cans it. What a first quarter for Amir Cummings, keeping the Eagles in this one. He's got 6 out of their 10.
Yeah, 2 good mid-range pull-up jump shots. That's a lost start. It's good to see. Just keeping them in it.
Catch and shoot 3 now for Proctor, and he buries it at the buzzer. A clean look for Christian Proctor off the bench, and he knocks down the triple, and just like that, 19-10 as we close things out here in quarter number 1. A hot start for 2 teams making the trip to Delaware. Eagle from the Bronx, Dematha from Hyattsville, Maryland. A fun first quarter, and it's going to be a fun remaining 3, 19-10. As we head to the second, it's the D1 Showcase on Delaware Live Sports.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
And welcome back live to Memorial Birkenhauer Gymnasium here at the site of Salesianum High School in Wilmington, Delaware, the home for the D1 Showcase. Nick Alessandrini alongside Pat Gurianis, Jason Winchell, our producer, and a phenomenal crew on hand here. 2 more games on the slate, including this one between Dematha and Eagle. We're going to wrap it up with St. Elizabeth's, Pat's alma mater, and St. Francis here a little bit later on in the D1 Showcase. But a fun opening quarter, 19-10, but we're seeing what we expected out of Dematha. They got a little bit of a slow start yesterday, as you mentioned, and then today out and running early.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they just everyone on the court can find a way to score. They're all playing good, hard basketball. Look at the body language. I mean, everybody on the court for Dematha when they come in is playing balls to the wall.
Locked in.
Locked in, ready to go. And, you know, for some guys that are in Delaware, like, you're never too cool for school, man. That's one thing. When you watch these really great programs from around the country, not only are they good, but they play hard. And that's what's going to differentiate you in the long run.
Eagle will have it here to start the second quarter. Dematha man-to-man defense. And a 9-point lead for him. Eagle trying to cut into that deficit. Trotman looking for Dorland and throws it away. It's Trotman, Dorland, Cummings, Walker, and Knowles here to start for Eagle Academy. For Dematha, it'll be Bowser, Meeks, McKnight Jr., Sebastian, and Abbas.
Pressure burst pipes right there, Nick. The ball pressure has these guys a little bit worried with the basketball, and when you're not in good positioning around the court, good spacing, ball can get thrown anticipating you to be one place, and if you're not there in time, it can be damaging. And Meeks might be finding the range, Nick.
Step back three, second triple of the afternoon for Ace Meeks. Again, holding offers from all over the country, including Mississippi State, West Virginia.
I saw Temple. I see Temple on this list. That'd be awesome.
A walk takes it the other way. GW, I know I'm missing a few others, but a long list.
I remember Florida A&M, the Rattlers.
That's right, we talked about that.
The Rattlers were on there.
They're getting in there as well.
I think I saw Mount St. Mary's, or not, where'd Kenneth Reed go? Morehead State.
That's
saw
right.
in there
He's
too.
got an offer from Boston College as well.
Oh,
McKnight Jr.
Got the elbow up.
And there's the offensive foul. Got a piece of Walker. Second foul against McKnight Jr. So him and Walton both with 2. And then Sebastian and Abbas just with 1 each. And then Randolph, Dorland, and King have 1 apiece for Eagle.
All right, Eagle Academy. You got to get a good offensive set here. Get yourself a good look.
Clock not running. There we go.
Pressure, man. That pressure just gets you. And they run at you right off the jump there.
Another turnover.
I mean, not only the pressure both, they got length. Like, it's just, there's a lot being thrown at you.
Meeks got the defender off his feet. Now they'll feed Abbas inside. He's got 4 points, tipped away. Good job by Talon Knowles.
Yep.
And now Cummings has it. Bounce pass up ahead to Dorland. Dorland had it stripped by Cade Sebastian. A nice play in transition defensively as he's holding that little bit of a left knee now, though. But Dorland looking for that athleticism again. What we saw out of him last night was looking to go up with that one and finish, and had it stripped away.
Just couldn't get the footwork down in order to fully leap up in the air.
McKnight.
Wow.
Right to the basket, quick, lightning fast with the left hand.
I'm telling you, this kid is something to behold, man. He's only a sophomore. He's quick. He's got high basketball IQ, good finisher, good defender.
Walker gets it back, hands off to Knowles. Back up top now. It's going to be a 3 for Elijah King, and he rattles one home. A big 3 for Eagle.
Yeah, they're going to need them. They're going to need those threes to stick with Dematha. They're going to play at this frenetic pace.
That cuts it to 11. McKnight Jr. to Meeks, hands off, quick, trigger for Ace Meeks. 3 doesn't go, it's long. Rebound to Elijah King. Dorland. Again, the pressure is just non-stop out of a Dematha. You don't even have time to set yourself up and get the play off. It's tipped, stolen. Abbas had it stripped as well, and it will be last touched by the big man and Dematha. So the Eagles will have it out of the turnover. Some more subs. In comes Solomon Davis, big number 22 as well. We talked about the height. Davis checking in at 6'11" is the senior. He'll be the tallest player we see here at the D1 Showcase. 1 inch taller than the 6'10" listed Darnell Lloyd from St. Andrews. Quick shot for Elijah King, and that's how you know he's feeling it. He elevated, fired that one up in contested fashion, and dropped it right through the net.
He hit about 4 or 5 of them last night against St. Andrews, so he can get high. He's got a little microwave in him, and here he is, 2 straight threes to pull Eagle Academy in within 8.
Big game a couple games ago for Elijah King, and Eagle Academy, as that was highlighted in the promo of the D1 Showcase Instagram this week. And now just back into single digits, 8-point game. Meeks stops on a dime and whips it back up top to Sebastian.
Oh, carry.
And they got him on it.
Yeah, he did. You could see he was anticipating, I think that was Bowser over there in the corner coming to take a dribble handoff, and he didn't. He backdoor cut, and just that little bit of a palm. Now, he called double dribble, but really he palmed that basketball.
Yeah,
that
carry, double dribble.
It was, yep.
And yep, we see that, right? Teammates not on the same page there, and then forcing the turnover. So far in the second, they're outscoring Dematha, our Eagles, 6-5. The 2 threes from King. Cummins inside from the mid-range is short, able to get his own rebound. Then he'll fire up another one from 3. It's long. And this one skied for by Taylon Knowles. Now he's going to go up with it, can't finish. And now out of the pack comes McKnight, and Dematha's off to the races. McKnight bounce pass up ahead and finished off in transition. That time I believe it was Proctor.
It was. Way to run the floor by Proctor. Good finish. He's got good size for a sophomore, too.
Sophomore, that's right. Now the trap onto Cummings. And that's going to free up Walker underneath, but the defense able to recover. It leads to an open 3 for Cummings, off the mark and out of bounds.
Hey, these are good looks for Eagle Academy. They're not falling, but they're making the right play on that possession. They did everything right there. They just didn't make the shot.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 26-18 with 4:10 to go here in the first half. It's the D1 Showcase exclusively on Delaware Live Sports.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment.
Out of the timeout, 4:10 to go here in the first half between Dematha and Eagle Academy, 26-16. And we just got some devastating news for the Sixers as that one's inside. Proctor fouled on his way up. He'll get 2 free throws. Jerry McCain out for the season with a torn meniscus. Things just continue to not go the Sixers' way this year, Pat.
Yeah.
And I don't think both of these teams maybe care, right? Eagle guys listening, coming up from the Bronx, maybe you're Knicks fans, or maybe happy to hear that about the Sixers. And then over there in Maryland are Dematha Catholic, so maybe, who knows where their loyalty lies, but maybe.
I would hope not for their sake.
As that free throws up and good. Again, if you're listening in the comments, who are you guys supporting for each of those teams there in the NBA? But not looking good for the Sixers so far. Free throw drops on the first one for Christian Proctor. It was a big game for Elijah Proctor in our last one for St. Andrews.
Yeah, that might be Proctor Day.
It could be.
I tell you what.
Proctor's got 7.
Horn buzzed to try and get the substitution in after the make, but the officials didn't wave him in. So we'll have to see what they do here.
And again, Dematha trying to play with 6 guys there.
That was it was like a line shift in hockey.
That's right, yeah. Platoon shift. And now Mike G. Jones having a word with our officials here. Some confusion on the floor.
Well, the game's going fast, and the ball's inbounded. This kind of stoppage kind of just throws the flow off. That's all. That's what you're seeing here.
Henry Collado into the game for Eagle Academy.
I think we got a technical because the player came onto the court, Nick.
I was going to say, I saw 6 guys on the floor for Dematha. So it will be a technical, actually, and the free throw will be Elijah King, who makes the first. And now a chance for another, and he drops it right through. 8 points in the quarter for Elijah King. And this thing now cut back to 10-point deficit for Eagles. Dematha leading 28-18, 4 minutes to go in the half. Again, chatting with our officials here, and again, able to get up. Took a hard spill, as he noted there. You probably heard him here on the crowd mic next by the scores table, but he's said he's feeling sore, but he can relax up until Tuesday here after this one.
That's it. I plan on relaxing until Tuesday as well. I took off on Monday.
Oh, there we go.
4-day weekend here. I go back for 2 days, and I'm off for another 4 days.
Oh, Pat.
I did well. You know, I didn't have many vacations, so I had PTO to use.
Then you got to use it. Yeah,
use
deploy it.
That's it. That's it.
Inbounding it does Cummings. Eagle controls it. Gio Moran now in as well. Cummings catch and shoot 3 off the mark. Rebound for Elijah King, and he finishes. He's been all over the floor for Eagle.
And Kings get the energy, man, and this is what they needed, Eagle High. They kind of were lethargic there for a while as Dematha started to extend their lead. He's breathed some life into them.
Back to single digits, 28-20. 2-3 zone look for Eagle. Ace Meeks trying to penetrate it. Ball in his hands. Sebastian, nice feed underneath. It was a good recovery underneath by Taylon Knowles, but he was fouled Solomon Davis.
Big fella. He kept the ball up, but they timed it beautifully. Raked him across the arms, however, and he gets a shot here at the free throw line.
Dematha 2 for 2 at the line in the game and in the quarter. So first free throw for Solomon Davis is off the mark. Again, we talked about Solomon, 6'11" senior for Dematha. And you can see that size. It's evident when you walk in the room. And able to knock down 1 out of 2.
Get McKnight back in.
And once again, back to the full court pressure. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the half, and a 9-point lead after the free throw for Dematha.
Good job there getting the ball in bounds. See what they can do here, Eagle Academy. In the half court, man-to-man defense here.
And we saw Eagle love to get out and run. That was their game last night. Was get those misses, put it on the floor and go. Trying to trap Cummings up top, give and go. He gets it back from Knowles. He hangs in the paint and finishes. Amir Cummings, he's got 8.
Nice bucket.
Meeks trying to quickly answer, gets to the block. And now he'll get it back, almost stolen by Gio Moran. It's loose, and
Nice.
Eagle comes up with it.
Good defense right there by Moran. How about Eagle Academy getting some juice here, Nick?
3 in the corner, hangs around and falls through for Elijah King. What a quarter for number 10 in black. He's got 13 points here in the second, 13 out of the 15 for Eagle Academy in the quarter. And he's got this thing a 4-point game and a timeout on the floor with 2:25 to go in the half. 29-25, Dematha on top of Eagle.
Yeah, he's breathed life into them. And now they're starting to play with some energy and bring that energy to Dematha. And here they are within 4 points and looking to make some headway here before the half.
Been a fun first half, that's for sure. Again, thanks for tuning in to the D1 Showcase here on Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison Dre, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, Nick Halliday, Joey Singles, full crew.
Everyone,
for this full
here.
event. Yeah, going to be a fun one. It has been here for our weekends. Usually we're spending Saturdays maybe doing some football, but we're transitioning in. Now time to hit the hardwood. And again, Army and Navy going at it here today,
Mikey
Pat.
Pearson is with Navy. I believe another young man, I forget his last name, but he went to Middletown. He's on Army. Big fella. Navy's up 14-7 in the third quarter.
That's right. Corey Harris, something
Yes,
along those lines. That's right.
it.
He was a
Yeah.
heck of a player for Middletown.
Yes.
And had Army, that's right. So he has some Delaware blood
Yeah.
in that rivalry game this weekend. So long time out. Both teams now heading back onto the floor. Again, 3 team fouls for Eagle, 2 for Dematha with 2:25 the rest of the way here in half number 1. as it'll be Dematha Catholic controlling possession here out of the break.
Let's see what they come out, and if they get themselves set up in a half-court look here, get Meeks or Sebastian a look.
Meeks trying to split Moran and King in the zone. Instead, it'll be a reach in on Gio Moran. His first, team's fourth.
Yeah, one more, and Dematha goes to the line.
Meeks has room to fire. A deep three, no good. Cummings battling with Proctor. And Cummings not happy about the call, but it's going to stay down this end with Dematha Catholic.
Two-three zone look here.
Quick inbound from Sebastian to Meeks.
Now they settle in, stay in that zone, it looks like.
.146 to go here in half number one. McKnight Jr. out here on the left wing. Cross court to Proctor. He'll elevate, fire a three, and knocks it down. Christian Proctor with his second three of the ball game. He's got 7 second quarter points and now into double figures for the game with 10.
Good work by Proctor. He got himself right into the perfect spot. Beautiful catch and shoot three for the big fella.
Big shot as Eagle was making a little bit of a run there. Now a 7-point lead back for Dematha. Cummings almost has it stolen. Moran has it. Nice pass up ahead to Knowles. Wasn't ready for it though, but still able to finish it off.
Good patience. Pump fake. Got himself gathered, and he elevated.
Moran almost picked it, and he does. He steals it. Now numbers for Eagle Academy. Euro stepping inside. Has it stripped away, but will stay with Eagle Academy on that side of the floor.
Yeah, good work here. Hey, Eagle Academy's staying with them right now, Nick. They've stepped up. You know, that technical foul really kind of got them going.
King buried both of those technical free throws en route to his 13-point second quarter. Cummings now to inbound in the corner. Gets it into King. He's just going to throw it up there. Almost got it to go. Shot off the mark. And now racing is Dematha. McKnight finishing in traffic.
That's a strong bucket. I tell you, he's really impressed me, man. These last two nights. Only a sophomore, but he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Cummings, 30 seconds and ticking, 34-27 ball game as we wind down the first half. Henry Collado, hands off to Knowles. Kick to the corner, Elijah King on the catch and shoot. But a whistle before the pass, and I believe a foul going to go against Daniel Abbas.
That's going to go. Nope. It looks like they're going to call on
Sebastian. So that'll be his second personal. Team's third. 25 seconds on the clock. Again, if you're just joining us from out of state, no shot clock here in the state of Delaware. Though you see them on the hoops here. This will be the only school you see them at.
Yeah, they once had a semi-pro basketball team that played here at Salesianum, and they had to have those clocks in there, is what I was told.
Cummings, a rainbow three from the far corner, drops through the net. 11 points for Cummings, and now a 4-point game. 6 seconds winding down. Here's Ace Meeks. Fading shot blocked by Talon Knowles, and that'll do it for half number one, and what a fun half it was between Eagle Academy from the Bronx and Dematha Catholic from Hyattsville, Maryland, meeting here at Birkenhauer Memorial Gym, and a 34-30 lead for Dematha as these two teams head to the locker room. Pat, what'd you notice there in the first half?
Just a great effort by Eagle Academy there towards the end. Dematha did their thing, came out hot, pressure, getting turnovers, finishing layups, doing a little bit of everything, and then that technical foul happened where they ran the sixth player on the court. I think at the time they were up 14.
That's a good point.
And then, you know, Eagle High had a 4-point possession there. They've knocked down some outside shots. They've got out in transition off of turnovers, and they climbed themselves right back in to within 4 at the break. I was really impressed with them. And let's see if they can continue up that pace here in the second half. Dematha, they've missed they missed some shots last night, and they've also missed some shots again here today. So, you know, this will be interesting to see if they can adjust, start knocking down some shots that they normally make. And Eagle High or Eagle Academy, can they continue to force the turnovers and get out in transition?
It's going to be a fun second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with first half stats and second half action here in Wilmington, Delaware. It's the D1 Showcase, Dematha and Eagle. We've got a 34-30 game as we head to the break.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the Raw Bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodal Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodal Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodal Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customize promotion.
And welcome back in courtside to Delaware Live Sports, your home for the D1 Showcase. Coming at you live from Wilmington, Delaware, here on the campus of Salesianum High School. It's day number 2, 2 more games on the slate, and we're picking it up here. Second half action about to get underway with Dematha and Eagle Academy, 34-30. Dematha up by 4 as Eagle made a run there in the second quarter, and they're right back into this game after trailing by as many as 12, or maybe 14, I believe, the largest lead.
Yeah, they've done a good job of playing within themselves and forcing turnovers. They hit down some outside shots. Defensively, they really picked it up.
Here's Meeks trying to get to the basket. Shots up, no good. Rebound to Walker.
Yeah, one shot and done. That's good work right there.
King gets it to Cummings. Nice feed inside. A no-look pass to a cutting Dorland.
Dorland had to sit with foul trouble. Now he's back in the game. Let's see if they can get him going a little bit. He's an exciting athlete. That's a push-off.
And there it is. And McKnight has been strong on his dribble drives, and with that offhand has gotten away with a few, but has been called for a few. That time they'll get him. That's his third personal foul. So let's see if he comes out of the game here.
That's a big loss. I mean, he creates a lot from the guard position, both as a shooter and as a passer. He's gonna have to play this defensive possession without fouling, because they didn't get the sub in time.
And that has been a topic of discussion here today in this one. Now a one-possession game. King for the lead. It's short.
Slight hesitation there. He thought about. He wasn't anticipating having that shot there, and then he decided last minute to take it. It wasn't in rhythm.
Elijah King, 3 threes today for Eagle Academy. As a team, they've hit 5 of them. Dematha has also hit 5. A minute into the third quarter. Bowser looking for somewhere to go. We're going to have a foul underneath on Taylon Knowles. That'll be the first and the team's second. Excuse me, first on the team and second on Knowles.
Good work.
Bowser, they get him open underneath. Through contact, couldn't finish. But some free throws coming up for number 5 in white. Our first free throws of half number 2.
And he had a huge second half last night against Howard, so interesting to see if he can replicate that. He was really quiet in that first half for Dematha.
That's right, was held scoreless. As the free throw off the mark for Bowser. Again, our evening cap will be St. Francis and St. Elizabeth's. Coming up is Pat and Joe will be on the call for our conclusion today. Another missed free throw by Bowser, tipped around into the hands of King, and now he's up ahead to Cummings. Cummings through traffic, denied. What a rejection by Caden Walton, but not before a foul, and I believe that will be against.
They're going to call it on Walton. That's a tough one.
So it is, again, not sure if there was somebody there first, but Eagle is lobbying for the goaltend. They want the bucket to count and the foul.
That's smart. I mean, that's smart of Eagle Academy to try and get that.
So they won't count the bucket, but I believe you're right. I think they did get Walton on the personal. That'll be his third if it is, in fact, on number 33, which we do believe it was.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
So Cummings to the free throw line. He's got 11 points, but here come his first free throws of the afternoon. And he's able to knock down the first. Cummings kind of one of the leaders of the team. A point guard, has the ball in his hands a lot of the time. And he's got 12 points. And a chance for 13 here. And he's got it, and now him and Elijah King both with 13 points for Eagle.
And we are tied up. Who would have thought, Nick?
34-34, timeout on the floor. Mike G. Jones, coaching for Dematha, wants to talk things over. And we'll stay right here. Both teams will head to the benches. 6:27 to go in the third. And as Pat said, we are all tied up at 34 here in the D1 Showcase on Delaware Live Sports. Yesterday we were at the St. E Center in Wilmington. Today we're still in Wilmington, just over at Salesianum High School. Thanks for everyone who's able to tune in here on the network. Privileged to be here for a part of a phenomenal tournament, Pat.
Absolutely. And that's a good time out here for Dematha. And Coach challenging his guys, getting in them a little bit here. Energy level kind of low from them, which was not what we saw to start this game off for sure.
So with the 3 fouls, Walton heads right back to the bench. In comes Daniel Abbas. The big fella does have 4 points.
Oh, man, missed the Bass.
Left him wide open, and Meeks knocks it down. He hasn't seen that much space for an open shot all year.
That's his second made 3, I believe, of the game. Third.
He's got 3 of them, that's right.
Wow. Let's see, here comes some pressure.
That's going to be an offensive, right on cue, Pat. You called it. Corey Dorland, who had a couple fouls early on, picks up another.
That's a great job by Meeks. Hits the three, and he goes down on the defensive side of the floor and help defense and sacrifices his body, taking the charge. That's what you're going to want to see from your point guard. It's good stuff.
11 points for Meeks with the 3 triples. Sebastian lets the defender go by. He's hooked, and we'll throw it up there. So good job of drawing the foul by Sebastian. I believe it's going to go against Elijah King. That'll be his second foul. And now Sebastian heading to the free throw line. He's made 1 triple today early in that first quarter. And he, Pat, next year will be taking on the same colors. He's going to be heading to American University, and he'll be wearing a uniform very similar to the one that he's got on here for Dematha.
Yeah, well, why not, right? You get the same colorways.
That's right.
You don't have to change much at all.
I believe they are the Eagles, so he's playing against the Eagle. He'll be an Eagle next year. First free throw for Sebastian is up and through.
If they're not, they're missing a good opportunity. American University,
right?
how are you not going to be the Eagles, right?
Cousin was a American University graduate.
He was an American Eagle?
That's right. He was an American Eagle. How about that? How have I never heard that before? As that one drops through, I'm really hoping for my sake they are the Eagles, as I believe they were. Again, it's in the family, so hopefully accurate with that one. And now some full court pressure provided by Dematha. 5-point lead after the free throw, 39-34. Sebastian knocks them both down. And now Eagle looking for something offensively.
Well, the timeout worked because the Dematha's energy level has picked up. And that's going to be a foul.
That's a hard one by Abbas out on the perimeter. Foul number 2 for him. So he's been the backup big behind Caden Walton, who's playing now with 3 personal fouls, 3 for Walton and now 2 for Abbas. It'll be the third team foul against Dematha. And we've also seen Solomon Davis, the 6'11 junior, so maybe we'll see him again here as the game progresses.
Oh, nice spin.
To the baseline goes Dorland, but rejected underneath by the big man Abbas.
He challenged him. He challenged Abbas. He was going up to try and dunk that, and the young fella sent it away. Nice work by Abbas defending the rim without fouling.
Cummings now to inbound for Eagle, 39-34. Gonna roll it into Talon Knowles. King open for 3. Front end of the rim. Cummings trying to put it back, and that spin took it off the rim.
Good work by Cummings. Just barely missed it.
Now he went for the steal. He's left in the backcourt. Somebody open. He's able to recover now. And a good job by Cummings. And now Dematha on the attack, and the ball in the hands of Ace Meeks.
That's where you want it if you're Dematha.
Meeks creates some space. Step back jumper goes for Ace Meeks. His first 2-point field goal since the first quarter. He's got 13.
In control, feels the defense, pulls up, nothing but net. Really nice job by Meeks.
I'm sure he'll get some more offers. Cummings tried to cut backdoor.
Wow.
Christian Proctor got a hand on it. Now it leads to an Elijah King 3, and he buries it from the right wing. Elijah King with his first points of the third. And every time it seems like Dematha's going on a run, it seems like Eagles able to knock down a big shot. They do there, and now a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, good work right there. It looked like it was about to be a turnover, and they were able to turn that deflection into a wide-open 3, get it to their shooter, and they're within 4 points. The way to answer the 7-0 Dematha run.
41-37, 4:42 remaining in quarter number 3 of the D1 Showcase matchup between Dematha Catholic and Eagle Academy. Both teams winning game 1 of their Showcase tournament schedule last night at the St. E's Center, and now one of these two teams looking to leave the weekend here in Wilmington undefeated.
Yeah, and both teams have done a good showing here. Dematha kind of had a little bit of a lapse there before the break, and Eagle High, to their credit, has played very strong during that period of time to get themselves a good game. What more can you ask for? 4-point game here, halfway through the third, man. Yeah.
That's right. We've had 2 fantastic games ahead of this one, and now this third one just as fantastic. So I think it's going to follow suit in our nightcap, our finale between St. Francis and St. E's. I have a feeling that's going to be a good one as well.
Yeah, that could be breakneck pace. That, man. A lot of guards in that game.
That's right. Going to be a fun one. Again, you're tuning in to Delaware Live Sports, your exclusive home for the D1 Showcase. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Joey Singles, Nick Halliday running around with some photos. Hollywood is your camera operator. As we are back out of the timeout, it'll be Dematha basketball up by 4.
Yeah, Hollywood back in the halls where he used to roam.
That's right. Saw him chatting with Father Beretta a little bit early on.
Yeah.
Meeks off the dribble 3, short, long rebound to Dorland. Has it poked away by Cade Sebastian. It'll stay down this side.
Yeah, a little heat check there for Meeks. Didn't love really that shot. His coaches told him. He recognized it. He shook his head, yeah.
Sometimes you let him fly, right, in those situations, but and you know it's not a good shot at the time. But if it goes in, everybody loves you.
Everyone loves it, exactly right.
Cummings here, Meeks trying to stay with him.
That's backcourt. They missed it. They didn't see it.
Cummings splitting the defense, got an extra step. And a turnover.
Worked out well.
There you go, right?
The ball did
it
not
all
lie.
evens out.
The ball don't lie. It doesn't.
It really doesn't. It does not. I think that can be spoken with 100% fact. Always evens out. Approaching the 4-minute mark here of the third quarter. A little bit slower pace than the first two.
Foul, yep.
And that one against Richard Walker, his second.
It's a tough one, man. Walker trying to, take that ball away off of the deflection. Good job, I believe, was that Bowser? Or was it Proctor? Whoever that was on this wing did a good job of coming to the basketball. It was Proctor.
5th team foul against Eagle will now send Dematha to the line. They'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way here in the third. Proctor unable to connect on the first.
Sophomore's done good here today. Had a couple of threes, had another nice layup, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's at 8 points at this point, maybe
10.
10. Missed 2 free throws there, jinxed him.
Jump ball underneath as Abbas was tied up with Cummings, and that's going to give the ball back to Eagle Academy.
Abbas poked himself in the eye.
So empty trip for Proctor. And now Eagle basketball, under 4 to go still here in the third.
Little token pressure here from Dematha, 1-3-1.
Cummings, nice bounce pass underneath to Dorland, and he finishes.
Beautiful ball movement there from Eagle Academy. Getting Dorland, nice layup. We're back within 2.
Nobody came to get the ball, and then Sebastian had to run to the backcourt. 41-39. What a game. McKnight now ready to check back in at the scores table for Dematha. Sebastian,
Nice.
They got him open, straight away 3, and he cans it.
Great offensive set. Wrapping it around, bringing it to Sebastian off of the pin down screen, and he buried the 3. That's what he does.
8 points for Sebastian. Big 3. Extends the lead back to 5. Dorland on the baseline, unable to throw it down with the 2 hands.
And that one slightly deflected on the way up, I feel as though.
And then Meeks with the floater down the other end quickly. And then a travel and unforced turnover after the miss from Dematha. Tough one for Eagle. And ball right back into the hands of Dematha Catholic. 2:51 left in the third. Dematha leading by 5.
And the missed dunk, that hurts. Dorland finally got his opportunity to rise up.
He's been waiting.
Yes, he has.
And now Dematha looking to make him pay after the miss. That one almost tipped and stolen by Cummings. Now it's Meeks. He'll pull from beyond the arc. No good.
Eagle Academy's impressed, Nick. They're hanging around.
King wanted it off a screen, couldn't hang on to the pass. And now Moran elevates from the free throw line. High arcing mid-range jumper goes for Gio Moran.
Good work by Moran. Nice pull up. Good touch. Good to see the mid-range game still so alive here today.
That's true, pal. We're fans of that, and we've seen it. Meeks sizing up Cummings. And then a foul is going to be against Eagle Academy off the ball. It's going to be Talon Knowles.
That'll be 2 shots.
That's right. I think he might have grabbed the big fella Abbas underneath as he tried to get open.
Abbas, I mean, he draws a lot of attention, Nick. The big fella gets himself in good positioning. He plays with a lot of great effort. And that causes fits for defenses, man, especially given his size and an undersized team like Eagle Academy and Howard last night.
Knowles having a word with the officials. That's his 3rd personal. And that one good for Abbas, who now has his first free throw. He was 0 for 2 heading into this trip. As Bowser heads to the bench, in comes Proctor. Second free throw is good, so 2 for 2 from the line on that trip for Abbas. Back to a 5-point game, 46-41, under 2 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cummings, he's got space for 3. It's long, back into the iron. Rebound tracked down, though, by Moran and Eagle. Moran to the basket and lays it in.
Nice work, fearless take to the rim. Nice job.
That subtle use of the offhand. And now Meeks right to the baseline. That floater is pure. He got right to the spot he wanted to and drops it through.
Hey, kept the dribble alive. Nice work, good floater, good touch.
48-43, back and forth we go. Moran kicks it to Dorland. Dorland trying to get downhill, tried to force one up there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it to go.
It's the proper description. It was just a force. It's really what it was. Don't take it into the 2-6-7 defenders.
Meeks with some steam ahead, turns, spins, fires, and connects.
Good patience by Meeks. Good patience, good footwork, nice touch.
17 points for Ace Meeks to lead the way for Dematha. They have a 7-point lead, under a minute to go in quarter number 3.
He's starting to feel it a little bit.
Cummings stops the dribble, gets it over to Moran. Moran showing off the handles, back to Cummings, looking for an opening. Floats it up, good defense, blocked by Abbas, and then a foul in the backcourt. As Eagle getting a little tight on the offensive side of the floor.
It's tough, nothing really there. Try to force the issue. Good defense by Dematha.
So some more free throws after the foul. Of course, in the bonus is Dematha Catholic. I'm not sure who that foul was on there in the backcourt, I believe.
I didn't see who they called it on either.
Yeah, it might have been Cummings, but we don't have one yet. And now 2 free throws for Sebastian. And the rare miss at the line for him, and he's frustrated about it.
One of 2?
Yeah, 1 of 2 on that trip for him. Now 3 of 4 from the line today for Cade Sebastian.
Pops over here in his LA Laker gear, man. Purple and gold from head to toe, man.
Oh,
the
I
drip
don't like
is strong.
that. Not a big Laker guy. It's going to be in the 3 for Randolph in the corner. No good offensive rebound for Dorland, and then he's hacked. Yeah, we saw him at the St. East Center last night. I think he was in the all-orange yesterday.
He was oranged out. He was coming over for his interview. We unfortunately didn't get a chance to get him on air. Delaware legend.
Sebastian and Moran battling out here on the perimeter.
I'd hold for 1 if I was them. But why would they do that?
King short on that 3, and now Dematha racing down the other side of the floor. Proctor going up with it, slipped away, and now Cummings with 7 seconds.
Plenty of time here.
Ball, though, taken, and now plenty of time for Dematha. Meeks around the back, pulls the 3, couldn't get the shooter's roll, and that'll take us to the end of the 3rd. 51-43, an 8-point lead for Dematha with 1 quarter left to play here in the D1 Showcase, Birkenhauer Memorial Gym at Salesianum. We'll be back with 4th quarter action between Dematha and Eagle.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
To the fourth we go here courtside at Salesianum High School. Nick Alessandrini alongside Pat Garianis and Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, Joey Singles, Nick Halliday, you name it, they're here. And we're into the fourth. Dematha Catholic and Eagle Academy in the D1 Showcase. Eagle from the Bronx, Dematha from Hyattsville, Maryland. And it's been back and forth all game. A big third quarter there for Dematha has them extend this lead to 8. It was a 4-point lead at the half. So Dematha with a 4-point win in quarter number 3. And here we go, start of the fourth.
Nonetheless, Eagle Academy, an impressive performance here tonight. They have stepped up to the challenge and have brought the game to Dematha throughout different parts of this game.
And again, not sure about the schedule for Eagle, but they may not see a team of this caliber maybe the rest of the year. It obviously depends on the schedule because they play up there in the tough state of New York, over there in the Bronx. And that's going to be a walk underneath, a travel there for Caden Walton, who's got 3 fouls, hasn't been able to really get into a rhythm due to the foul trouble. So has been out of the game for a majority and now back in here to start the fourth.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. He's a big, strong kid trying to go down low and use his body in the post. Just wasn't there at that moment, kind of forced that.
So Cummings, 13 points for him. Him and Elijah King have been the scorers here in this one for Eagle. Cummings crossing over off the dribble, 3 is long. Tough shot.
Tough shot.
And the rebound now leads to a break here for Dematha. McKnight Jr. back in the backcourt playing with those 3 fouls. Sebastian. Off the screen, They get it back to the big man, Caden Walton, and he slips through on the pick and roll.
Great pass by Bowser. I mean, he had a tight window to fire that one in there, and he did a good job finding Walton.
Ten-point lead, back to double figures for the first time since the second quarter. Trotman off the dribble, he wants 3. It's off the side of the rim, tracked down by Meeks. Meeks showing the handle, gets to the basket, and the reach in here against Jordan Randolph. It's going to send Ace Meeks to the free throw line.
So quick with the basketball. It's tough to stay in front of him.
17 points for Ace Meeks, and that's not a shooting foul.
Wow.
We're going to say that's on the floor to the amazement of Ace Meeks. Yeah, sometimes it just goes that way. But can't say I disagree with Ace Meeks. On the inbound kickball violation, we'll do it again.
It's one of those, throw that thing up there at the rim, let Bowser go and get it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything off the inbound here so far today. Sebastian has it full steam ahead off the window.
That's a great take by Bowser. He's more than a shooter, Nick, more than a shooter. Drove to the lane, nice left-hand finish.
And he's gotten going here in the second half. 8 points for him. Again, he'll be heading to American. Cummings, floater on the baseline, is way off. And he had a great start to this one. Been tough on him here in the second half. McKnight, quick floater in the paint. No good. Rebound tracked down by Randolph. Last touched by Sebastian. It'll go to Eagle.
Good hustle all around there.
And 2 of the starters now back into the game coming here for Eagle will be Taylor Knowles and Elijah King. So starting 5 on the floor for Eagle Academy. And the same also going here for Dematha. So starters on. Cummings trapped off the pick. Last touched by Dematha.
Gotta be careful against these traps, man. Gotta be careful handling the ball.
Again, lead right back to 12. Most it's been since quarter number 2, as we mentioned earlier. So been a great start to the fourth quarter for Dematha.
It has, and they've locked in defensively. That's been the difference so far. They forced really tough shots for Eagle Academy, not allowing them to get to the rim, not allowing shooters to be open. And they've done a pretty good job on offense, too, executing.
Salado going to try his luck at a 3 in the corner. Short into the hands of Walton, and now it's McKnight. Lost his dribble, able to get it back. Five minutes to go in this one. McKnight downhill, took some contact on the way up. A foul on Collado. And some free throws coming up.
It's a good take by McKnight. Nice strong take. This young man, he is a fierce competitor. This backcourt between the two of them, they're not big guys. Only 6 foot for both guys, and they're not huge in terms of muscle. They're so fast. They're so smart. They can shoot the ball. They can get to the basket. They don't turn the basketball over. It's an elite backcourt here for Dematha.
It's for sure. 9 points for McKnight. A chance to get into double figures. He does. So 17 for Meeks, and now 10 for McKnight. That's good for 27 in the backcourt. And that's just the starting backcourt. Walker gets it back from Knowles, and then a foul on Bowser. Bowser's first personal. Sebastian and Moran coming back in. And again, the buzzer, you can't go by the buzzer, it seems. You're going to have to wait until they give you the approval to go on and get into the basketball game. So Elijah King will inbound. He's got some Kobe Grinches on today. It's Christmas time, right? The holidays.
That's it. Oh, I hope you're not a Grinch.
That's right, little reverse Grinches. The original Grinches came out years ago, the green ones, and these with the red. Collado back to King. Has it picked and stolen.
Wow.
McKnight.
So quick hands. Now up 14 with under 5 minutes to go. Dematha get themselves set up in the half court, no particular hurry.
Just a 4-point lead as we started the fourth quarter. And Dematha driving. Sebastian with some contact, finishes anyway.
Good work. Good work right there by Sebastian. Everybody in the gym thinks he's going to shoot the 3. And he's like, okay, I'll pump fake you. I'll get the edge on you, and I'm going right to the rack.
Halfway through the fourth. Lead extended now to 16. It's been all Dematha here in the fourth quarter, and another turnover. Moran trying to get it to King.
Yeah, this is what we saw. It's a war of attrition, right? And this is what we saw with Howard. They competed for a little bit of time, and then Dematha just continued to play their game.
Exactly.
Got stronger and stronger as the game has gone on, and that's what's happening right now.
And just wait on you to make mistakes again when you're Dematha.
Right. Timeout, or do we got a bench warning? I don't know what we got.
Yeah, me either.
But we're live.
We're back. Under 4 to go. Pressure applied by Moran on Ace Meeks. Meeks right to the basket. How do you stop that? Able to quickly hop off his feet and lay it in.
He's quick. He can jump. It's really well done, man.
19 for the guard. King misses that deep 3 off the dribble. And Dematha open it up. Meeks off the dribble, step back 3. Good block by Talon Knowles.
Yeah, that's, again, and they've just kind of tightened up, continued to play steady Eddie. Eagle Academy's gotten cold from the field.
Yeah, that 3 off the dribble for Cummings was around and out. As right now, Eagle Academy been held scoreless in the 4th quarter. And that's been the difference, was a 4-point game. And they haven't been able to put one in the hoop. And you know who has? That's McKnight.
Wow, what a finish.
Style points, too.
Looked like he was going to try and rise up and dunk that. That'd have been tough if he did.
That would have been. 2.5 to play. Knowles sizing up a Bass, trying to take him inside and go off the glass, but got an extra step as he backed him down. 2:23, and now a 20-point lead for Dematha. Again, this one just kind of got out of control, out of nowhere here to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like we blinked and it's now 20.
Yes.
Was a 2-possession game. It seemed like moments ago.
Yeah, they've just continued to play their game, and again, it was going to come down to, can Eagle Academy keep up? They've continuously. I mean, Dematha has played the same game throughout, and they've gotten stronger defensively as this game has gone on. Eagle Academy, they were hitting big-time threes, kept them in the game. They were forcing turnovers. Dematha has stopped turning the basketball over, not giving Eagle Academy those run-outs to get easy transition buckets. Combine that with them not being able to hit from the outside, and that's why this lead's extended. I mean, 63, holding a nationally ranked team under 70 now, albeit there's still 2 minutes left, but to hold them to only 63 points at this point is a win if you're Eagle Academy. Just haven't been able to keep up on the offensive end of the floor.
Just 13 second-half points for Eagle.
See, there you go.
And again, none of them coming in the 4th quarter, so all 13 came in the 3rd. They've been held scoreless for 6 minutes here in the 4th.
That's the difference.
It is. Inside, Knowles trying to end that streak, but he'll have to try to do it at the charity stripe. Checking in now for Dematha will be Michael Driscoll.
He got a little run last night against Howard.
Going to have a word with his coach, get some of the defensive assignments and stuff for him fresh into the game. As that one rolls out for Knowles. And unable to end the drought. Proctor's had himself a game. He'll step back here. Doesn't get the shooter's roll. A Bass battling for the second chance. And a little bit of a Twin Towers lineup here for Dematha as we see Caden Walton and Daniel Abbas both into the game.
Yeah, both big fellas in.
Yeah, 6'5", alongside 6'7".
Ismael Rodriguez is checking in. 6'7",
Proctor 6'6",
sophomore.
so there's some height on the floor now for Dematha. And a minute and a half to play, 64-43. It's been a 4th quarter explosion for Dematha. Short on the shot from Abbas. So Eagle trying to put some points on the board here in the 4th.
Yeah, they got to get a bucket. They got to get one. Not yet.
Stolen numbers. Abbas misses the two-handed dunk on the other end in transition, but now it's going to be Proctor, and he won't. Flushes it.
How about that?
Just things unraveling here in the 4th quarter, but it was a very competitive 3-quarter. We had a 4-point ball game heading into the 4th.
We did.
I mean, you wouldn't believe it looking at the score now, but what a 4th quarter for Dematha. And again, Eagles just had the wheels fall off here. Knowles inside through contact. There's the first points of the quarter and the foul. And a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play here for Talon Knowles.
How about that? It took all the way into the final minute to get the first bucket of the 4th quarter. That's pretty wild. That's just credit to the defense at Dematha, forcing tough shots and then you know, there's some bad luck on the shooting touch. That combination.
Free throw on the way for Knowles, and he's got it. 3-point play complete. The only 3 points so far in the corner for Eagle Academy, but they played, again, very well. Got to be happy with how you look through 3 quarters. And again, Dematha is just consistent all the way through. McKnight gets inside to the corner. Driscoll wants to get on the score sheet, but a whistle and a travel or a step on the line. Either way, a turnover. 28.5 to play. And it's stolen. McKnight Jr. with the right.
6-foot dunk, man, that's impressive.
Made it look easy.
That's impressive, Nick.
Made it look easy. Some highlight plays in the 4th for Dematha. 3 seconds, Randolph at the buzzer, no good, and that'll do it. As Dematha able to pull away late here. They do it in the 4th quarter by holding Eagle to just 3 points in the quarter. And they pull out a 68-46 lead. They led by 4 after just 3 and exploded here in the 4th to pull away and win by 22 points. What a game for Dematha, and a big contest between Eagle and Dematha Catholic. Definitely a fun watch for hopefully everyone at home and especially us here courtside.
Yeah, a heck of a job the second half yet again for Dematha. They did it last night against Howard. They did it here in the 4th quarter against Eagle Academy, just completely shutting them down in the 4th quarter and just staying consistent throughout. They never lost their head, even when Eagle Academy went on that run and you know, eventually tied the game up at one point there in the second half. They never lost their cool. They stayed cool, calm, and collected, and you know, pulled away at the end. And that's a credit to them. Good mental toughness shown there by Dematha.
16 points for Elijah King. He led the way for Eagle to go along with the 11 for Amir Cummings. And then you look over at Dematha, and they were led by the guard Ace Meeks. He had 19 points to go along with his backcourt mate Jamal McKnight Jr., who, even though battled foul trouble, finished with 15. Cade Sebastian, the American commit, finishes with 13. And then Christian Proctor, big off the bench, with 12 for Dematha. And they use a 4th quarter to pull away and get a big-time victory here at the D1 Showcase. Well, Pat, we're heading to the finale. It's going to be St. Elizabeth's and St. Francis are going to be on the call with Joe. That should be a fun one. Any final words for what we saw here between Eagle and Dematha?
Yeah, good game all around. Impressive stuff, man. Dematha got it. There's some impressive underclassmen on both teams, and look forward to following those guys in their high school careers. And if they're ever in Delaware again, maybe we get a chance to call them.
That's right. I'm sure we will. Maybe they'll come back. Hopefully they do, and hopefully they had fun here at the D1 Showcase. One left to go on the weekend here from Salesianum in Wilmington. We're going to wrap it up with St. E's and St. Francis. We'll see you soon.